Alright guys, down at the Saturday morning garage, Friday morning, and what we're going to do today is fabricate this patch for the cowl area here underneath the top hat. And it's a common area that rusts out. There's no aftermarket patches made, whatever. So the first things first, never cut out anything till you make your template. So we got a piece of oak tag, and Joey's inside the car, he's holding it up, and I went ahead and we traced around the perimeter here of the circle, and that's going to be our first step. Alright guys, so I went ahead and laid out my cardboard template, and sometimes if you mess up a little bit, like on an edge or something, you know, if you cut it wrong, just take another piece of cardboard here. You can see where I cut the edge better, and just taped it right on. And we went ahead here. I have all my lines, and if you pull this off, now we've got this. When I lay this down flat, it's going to give me the correct size and tell me where my bends are. So there you go. There's the template that we're going to use to fix that. I just wanted to mention real quick, when you're making these patches, you want to try and match the thickness of the sheet metal. And it's always better if you can find some vintage sheet metal to use. And I was lucky. I found a hood off a '64 Oldsmobile, and it matches perfect. It's 19 gauge, which is what Ford used on that firewall. And the beauty of this is it's even got the factory E-coat on the bottom of it. So always try and do a little constructive recycling, and try and match it to the proper gauge and get some vintage sheet metal, because this metal is the best. They don't make it like this anymore. Alright guys, went ahead and we marked out a piece of sheet metal. We did our cutting, and this is a great tool to have. Electric shears, they work really well. And here we go. I did this circle here, and the way that I did it is I drilled a couple of holes first and was able to get the tool in there and then go around. So that's what we're left with. And now I'm going to bend the flange. And I left myself a little extra. I measured that flange, and the way that we're going to bend the flange is we're going to lightly heat this edge around here with a propane torch. Nothing crazy, just real light. And then I'm going to use a pair of what they call flanging vice grips. This is a great tool to have too. They usually use it for overlaps, when you're overlapping two panels, but we're going to use it to bend this edge up after we heat it. Alright? Alright guys, so we're going to show you how we're doing this. And you don't want to bend all the way at 90 degrees for your first bend. So Joey's just heating that up a little bit. Nice and light, he's running right along the line. That should be good, dude. Alright, and then I clamp this right on there. Take the camera, Joey. And I slowly bend it up right on my line where he heated up. Okay, so you see what we're doing there? And we're going to continue that all the way around. And then once we have it all bent up, then we can come around again and make it 90 degrees to the panel. Alright guys, so now we went ahead, like we showed you, we got our edge bent up, and I'm just going to hammer and dolly now so that you can see. Right on there. So you just take your dolly like this. nice and easy. Get it nice and square. That's it, you just go all the way around and look how nice. And there's your flange for your patch.